Why is there surprising unity in Bible themes? Have you ever wondered why the Bible, written by many different authors over centuries, feels so connected? The surprising unity in Bible themes is truly remarkable. It all comes down to a consistent story about God's relationship with humanity. This unity is not just a coincidence. It arises from several key elements that tie the Old and New Testaments together. At the heart of the Bible are major themes like God's sovereignty, human sinfulness, redemption, and the promise of a Messiah. These themes begin in the Old Testament and find their fulfillment in the New Testament. For instance, the theme of redemption starts with God's promise in the book of Genesis. In Genesis chapter 3, verse 15, God speaks of a future victory over sin and evil. This promise is beautifully fulfilled in the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, as described in the New Testament. Prophecy plays a vital role in this unity as well. The Old Testament is filled with prophecies about the coming Messiah and God's redemptive work. Many of these prophecies are fulfilled in the New Testament. For example, the book of Isaiah speaks about a suffering servant, and this is fulfilled in the crucifixion of Jesus. This connection shows that the New Testament is not a new story but rather a continuation of the promises made in the Old Testament. Covenantal continuity also strengthens this unity. The Old Testament records the covenants God made with key figures like Abraham, Moses, and David. These covenants lay the groundwork for God's relationship with his people. The New Testament introduces the new covenant established through Jesus. This new covenant fulfills the earlier covenants, showing a single storyline that moves from promise to fulfillment. Theological coherence is another reason for this unity. Both testaments focus on God's character and his interactions with humanity. The Bible's message centers on God's revelation of himself and his redemptive work, creating a single theme that ties all the books together. Understanding this unity helps readers grasp Scripture more fully. It reveals how Old Testament passages point forward to New Testament realities, making the Bible's message relevant today. For example, recognizing how Old Testament promises are fulfilled in Jesus enriches our appreciation of both testaments and strengthens our faith in God's unwavering purpose. In essence, the surprising unity in Bible themes stems from its consistent focus on God's plan of redemption, the fulfillment of prophecy, the progression of covenants, and its theological coherence. This unity makes the Bible a meaningful guide for understanding God's work in history and its relevance for our lives now.